today. This workout is going to be nice and short, only 20 minutes long, and the only thing I'm using is one dumbbell. My dumbbell weighs 10 pounds, which is a good weight for me. You may need something lighter or heavier. That depends on your strength and on your level of fitness and what you have available to you and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those things and make the decision that is best for you. If you don't have a dumbbell, a kettlebell would be the best substitution. So if you have a kettlebell, definitely grab that. If you don't have any exercise equipment, that's fine. Grab a water bottle from the kitchen. That's all you're going to need. There are just 2 exercises. Let me show them to you. I guess you could say it either way, but who says let me show you to them? Anyway, let me show you to these exercises that we're doing today. 2 exercises. The first exercise is going to be a side lunge with a row and an overhead press. So for this lunge variation, I'm going to start with my weight up by my shoulder. And now with the opposite foot, I'm going to step it out and point the toes towards this wall. So the toes on this foot are facing you, the toes on this foot are facing that wall over there. Now from here, I have this other hand on my hip just to keep it out of the way. From here, I'm going to do a side lunge. So I'm going to pivot the foot of this standing leg so that it's facing in this direction with the other foot. And as I do that, I'm going to sink down into my lunge and let the weight come down to this front foot. And now from here, I'm going to row the weight. So bend the elbow and bring the weight up to my armpit. Then I'm going to lower the weight, return to the starting position. So this foot is going to pivot back in this direction so that the toes are facing you. And I'm going to bring the weight back up to my shoulder, returning to my starting position. Now I'm going to press the weight up overhead. That's 1 rep. Okay, so let's put it together a little faster so you can see what it looks like. You can see the flow of it. So pivot that front foot, side lunge, let the weight drop. Row the weight, pivot that foot back, stand, bring the weight up to the shoulder, overhead press. Okay, pivot, lunge, row, pivot back to the front, overhead press. The second and final exercise, we're doing abs. So I'm going to be combining 2 movements. I'm going to be holding my dumbbell like this, 1 hand on each end, and the dumbbell is going to start out right here in front of my hips, and I'm going to bring it up and over behind the back of my head, return to the starting position. Okay, as I do that, I'm going to be kind of doing bicycles with my legs, okay? So, starting with the weight in front of me, the weight is gonna come across my body, behind my head, up and over, and then as I'm returning to the starting position, the weight's coming back in front of me, I'm going to lift this knee and twist my body so that I meet the knee with the opposite elbow. And then I'm going to continue in the other direction. So now the weight comes back down, up, over, behind the head. And as I'm doing that, this knee is going to come up. I'm going to twist and touch that knee with the opposite elbow, okay? So it will look like this all put together. Around the world and a bicycle. Around the world with a bicycle. Touching that knee with the elbow at the end of each rotation. Okay? If this is too difficult for you or if it requires too much coordination, then any ab exercise is fine. So you can just do this. You can have your heels on the ground like this, or you can elevate them to increase the difficulty. Okay, you could do Russian twists. Again, feet off the ground will increase the difficulty. If that's too hard, you can keep your heels right there on the ground and twist like this. Really, any ab exercise will work. So you can do just bicycles if you want. So you can come down on the mat. You can either leave your shoulders on the mat or you can lift them and do bicycles like this. Okay, really any ab exercise is fine. I'm kind of combining the around the world with the bicycles. That's what I'll be doing. You do what works for you. All right, that's it. Those are the only 2 exercises. So I have my timer set for 15-second rest intervals and 45-second work intervals. That's all we're doing. We're just gonna go back and forth between those two exercises. 15 seconds rest plus 45 seconds work equals 60 seconds. So we're going to do 20 rounds of that, which is going to take us 20 minutes. So just remember that each time through, you're going to need to alternate which side you're working for your lunges, okay? That's it. So if you would like to do this workout with me today, go ahead and grab a mat or a towel, something you can lie down on comfortably for our ab exercise. Grab a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a water bottle or some other type of household item that will work. Take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's go. Okay, so starting with our 15-second rest interval as always. That way we don't lose any time off of our work interval. So get ready for your first set of lunges, and here we go. We're gonna lunge, let the weight drop down, row the weight, stand, pivot that foot back towards the front, and overhead press. Okay, staying on this side for the entire work interval, and then after we complete our first interval of abs, we will come back and do this same exercise on the other side. Lunge, row, stand, overhead press. Pivoting that foot for the lunge, pivot it back facing front for the overhead press. Okay, that's our first 45-second interval done already. And we have 15 seconds to rest while we get ready for our first interval of abs. So here we go. I'm doing around the world with a bicycle. I'm bicycling around the world. All right, so that was our first interval of abs. Now remember, we're just doing these two exercises, so remember to switch sides. And now lunge to the other side, roll the weight, overhead press. Lunge, row, pivot front, overhead press. Lunge, lunge, row, overhead press. Oh my God, stop talking, Rebecca. Sound is coming out. My lips are moving and the sound is coming out. And what does it say? My words are audible, but I don't know. There's something about being down. I think I've done my hair blue. All right. So now back to abs. This is all we're doing. We're going back and forth between those two exercises for 20 rounds. Well, 10 rounds. 20 rounds of 15-second rest intervals and 45-second work intervals. But if you count one set of lunges and one set of abs as one round, we will be doing 10 rounds. So this is our second round. We have 8 more to go. Now I'm trying to figure out the words to that song. Okay. So now back to our side lunge. My timer has been telling me that it needs new batteries for a long time now, and I've been ignoring it. But now it's starting to do that sickly sounding beep. Okay, back to our side lunges. I decided to go ahead and finish that rep, even though my timer beeped while I was only halfway through with the rep. That was our 4th time through. We have 6 more rounds to go. Let's keep pushing. I think I forgot the row on that first rep, so I'm going to do 2 rows on this rep. This is an exercise that I've done many times before in my workouts, but this little row right here, that's a new addition. Usually I don't do a row here. I just do the side lunge and then the overhead press. So I guess it's not really a side lunge. It's really more of a forward lunge, but we're like pivoting into that position. But anyway, the point is that sometimes I might go on autopilot and skip that little row at the bottom because I'm so used to doing it without the row. A little patch of blue skies over there, or blue sky. This is just one sky. Over that way, it's completely gray. But this way, See a little bit of sun trying to peek through. See a little patch of blue. Okay, side lunges. That was our 5th time through, so we're halfway done, okay? Again, I think I missed that row, so I'm doing 2 here. No autopilot. Focus. Focus on what you're doing. Easier said than done. My mind is constantly wandering, and I'm constantly fighting it. Oh, what I started saying before is that my timer beeps when I was only halfway through at the rep. If that happens, you don't have to finish the rep. Once the timer beeps, the work interval is through. So if you were only able to complete, 7.5 reps during the work interval, then you can just do that half rep and stop. The reason that I kept going and finished my rep is because I have this nice long rest interval. So I knew I would have plenty of time to finish the rep. And still have enough time to, that I wouldn't lose any time off of my next work interval. Not that I wouldn't mind losing time off of this work interval, because this exercise is killing me. It's much more typical that I'm on 10-second rest intervals. And as a matter of fact, when I wrote this workout this morning, okay, row, even though I'm chit-chatting, I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing and make sure I don't skip my row. When I originally sat down and wrote this workout this morning, I wrote it with 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals, but at the last minute, as I was kind of like imagining going through the workout in my head, like visualizing it, I started to feel like for 20 minutes, just doing these 2 exercises for 20 minutes, it's a lot of the same thing, and I kind of felt like 10-second rest intervals were not going to be quite enough time for me. Maybe for the first few rounds it would have been fine, but I just thought that it's a long work interval, and I thought that as the workout progresses, 50 seconds was just gonna be too long, and it was gonna be too taxing, and 10 seconds was just not gonna be enough time for me to rest in between. And I would have probably ended up kind of taking longer to rest, even though my official rest break was only 10 seconds. I probably would have ended up taking longer than that out of necessity and eating into my next work interval anyway. I just thought it would be much more manageable this way, with a little bit shorter work intervals and a little bit longer rest intervals. So, knowing that I have those few extra seconds in between the exercises, I'm just opting to, if my timer beeps when I'm in the middle of a rep, I'm just opting to finish the rep since I know I have ample time to do that. But you don't have to. And if this is not challenging you enough and you want to work a little harder, you can always do 10-second rest intervals. See, there's my 45-second work interval, but I went a little bit into my rest interval to finish that rep because I know I still have plenty of time to rest and get ready for my next interval of abs. But yeah, if you feel that you don't need as much rest in between the exercises, and you feel that you could maintain a little bit longer work interval over the course of the 20-minute workout, by all means, you can set your timer for 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals times 20 rounds. Alrighty, we just have to do 2 more rounds. So 1 more set of lunges on each side and 2 more sets of abs. All right. Since this workout is on the shorter side, you can always tack on some additional cardio. If I had been feeling better before I started the workout, I probably would have gotten a playlist ready and gotten my jump rope ready and been prepared to do an extra 30 minutes of moderate paced cardio with my jump rope. But it was like everything I had today just to get out here and do this. I was just feeling very unmotivated this morning. Really wanted to skip my workout. So I decided to just write something short, do a quick 20 minutes, some strength training, and just get it done. It's just cold and windy and real overcast all morning. Now it's warming up. It feels like it's warming up. I'm certainly warming up. The sun is fighting to come out. The wind has died down. And now that I've been out here doing this for a while, the endorphins have kicked in and I'm feeling good. And I really could add on some additional cardio, but don't think I'm gonna do it today. I think this is gonna be good for me today, but typically after a short workout I would, so you have that option. If you finish this 20 minutes with me and you feel like you need a little something more, that's always an option. You can just add on like 20 to 30 minutes or more of additional cardio, any type of cardio you want. So, like I said, I would usually just do my jump rope for about 30 minutes, but go for a jog. You can hop on the exercise bike or the treadmill if you have one for 20, 30 minutes or 60 minutes. Up and down the stairs of your apartment complex. It's completely optional, but this is our last interval. Our 20 minutes is just about up, so I definitely feel like I could use more today. If you're feeling that way too, then that would be my suggestion. Just tack on an extra 20, 30 minutes of cardio Can you hear this sickly beep? That's it, that's our 20 minutes. We have just one rep left to go. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So let's do our bonus burpee together and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day, here we go. All right, that's it, that's our 20 minutes. I like this workout. If I'm being honest, I think it's not like one of the better workouts I've ever written. It's certainly not one of my favorites, but I thought it was fine. I got some good work done today, and I will tell you that I was so incredibly unmotivated to get up and get out here and do anything today, that even though this was just 20 minutes and it wasn't super challenging, I am so glad that I did this today. I feel great that I got it done. So it was super short, super simple, but I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it, so I hope you liked it too. If you did this workout with me today, thank you very much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately, and even if you're not working out with me, thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way to the end. You know who you are. And thank you for commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I wrap things up, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is nothing gold can stay. So if you are still watching this video, thank you. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says nothing gold can stay. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, if you've been subscribed for years, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you very much. Thank you for all of the likes and for all of your wonderful, supportive, and engaging comments. Thank you for sharing the videos. It means the world to me. That is it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.